Sunday morning rollover accident at Gering ends with the driver crashing into a bean field. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, an Ohio man was taken to Regional West Medical Center Sunday morning following a rollover crash on the east edge of town. At approximately 10:20, authorities were dispatched to the Highway 71 bypass just south of U Street. When they arrived, they found a white Ford Focus had rolled down off the roadway and landed on its top about 50 feet into the field. Fortunately, the driver, 23-year-old Gene Webb of Toledo, Ohio, was able to get out of the vehicle and suffered minor injuries to his arm. He was taken to Regional West, and a tow truck was called to the scene to get the car out of the field. Well, just in this afternoon, the Nebraska State Patrol says a 29-year-old woman has died as the result of a one-vehicle crash overnight 2 miles south of Kimball. Cody Thomas with the Nebraska State Patrol says troopers received the initial report on the accident on Highway 71 around 6:30 this morning, with the preliminary investigation showing a southbound Chevy Trailblazer left the roadway, overcorrected, and then rolled several times. Thomas says the driver, Alexandra Trujillo of Kimball, was ejected and passed away at the scene. NSP investigators say alcohol use is suspected to have been a factor in this crash. The Kimball County Sheriff's Office assisted at the scene. Well, coming up after the break, we're entering the dog days of summer, and it's going to be a hot one across the region this week. Bill Boyer's in with your full week forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we're going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies this evening. We can't rule out an evening shower or storm. That's really about it. Otherwise, clear skies as we go through the overnight hours. Temps fall down into the 60s. Wasn't it refreshing today? We didn't have those highs out there that were gross like they were the last couple of days, but it's coming back. We're going to turn hotter again. Only isolated storms are going to be expected, even if I could spell the word isolated. The hottest day is going to be Wednesday and Thursday, and then we have a really very, very nice weekend coming for us. 101 yesterday. That was hot, but we missed the record by not much. 104, your record high, back in 1932. I was doing some snooping around. The all-time record high in July for the month of in the month of July for the city of Scottsbluff, 110. So see, it could be worse, right? And it has been bone dry out there, nothing going on. Here were yesterday's highs. As we mentioned, 101 in Scottsbluff. It hit 100 in Sidney, 97 in Ogallala, 99 yesterday in Alliance. That cold front came through last night, and wouldn't you know it, look at today. Much better out there. Highs have only been in the low 80s to mid 80s. Very, very comfortable, but hope you enjoyed it because it's over starting tomorrow. 80s out here across the region right now, 77 in Norfolk. We have 86 in Scottsbluff, 81 in Mullen, 84 in Alliance. Winds are southeast at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Severe weather threat highest. We've got moderate risk of severe storms around the Chicago area. They're getting hammered with some severe weather there. We're behind the frontal system. It's dry here in the region. Tomorrow, here's a marginal risk of severe storms kind of across our region. And then as we go into Wednesday, that maybe pushes a little further off to the east. So tomorrow is our best asterisk chance of getting some thunderstorm activity. We put an asterisk on there because it's still going to be pretty isolated tomorrow at best. Clear skies will turn a little more cloudy as we get towards sunrise tomorrow. Lows are going to slip off into the 50s and low 60s tonight, hovering right around that 60-degree mark actually. Then for tomorrow, we're going to be warmer and we're back to hot conditions. Clearing skies, baking sun comes out through the afternoon. Isolated late-day thunderstorms. Better chance just off to the east of us as you saw that activity get organized and then slip away and away from us. There we are back into the 90s tomorrow. Upper 90s in a few locations. We should stay south of 100 tomorrow. We can't really say that Wednesday and Thursday as we're going to be right back at that century mark again. And rain threat's going to be off into the sand hills and southeastern portions of the panhandle for tomorrow. So tonight we're looking for clear skies, a stray shower or storm, very isolated, 61 for a low. For tomorrow it's going to be hot again. Isolated late day thunderstorms, only isolated activity. 96 your expected high in our 7-day forecast brings us hot conditions. Yikes, look at Wednesday and Thursday back to near 100. Upper 90s again on Friday. We cool into the low 90s for the Balloon Fest on Saturday. And then Sunday right back into the upper 80s and low 90s again for Monday of next week.
Aloe for Education is back for its 6th year. So far, we've donated $200,000 to local schools and we're not done yet. We hope you'll join us in helping educators build a brighter tomorrow for the kids in our communities. All you have to do is switch to Aloe by September 30th and we'll give $50 to the participating school of your choice. Already an Aloe customer? Tell your friends and earn a $50 bill credit plus our school donation. Let's close the digital divide together. Switch today. Visit aloefiber.com/education.
Certain things go together, like baseball and hot dogs, or peanut butter and jelly. Then there are things that certainly don't, like electricity and water. To help protect yourself when the two might meet, like basements, garages, kitchens, bathrooms, or even the outdoors, make sure to have protection through ground fault circuit interrupters, GFCIs. If you don't have GFCIs installed, contact a qualified electrician to install them for you. Always use caution when you're near electricity and water. Brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
The Runza guy said, enjoy your burger, and I almost said, you too, but then I realized that didn't make sense, and all that came out was yours good.
Welcome back. Unified Command announcing 4 new COVID-19 cases in the Panhandle and 4 new recoveries during their Friday afternoon update. The new cases include 2 in Scottsbluff County and 1 each in Box Butte and Dawes counties. There's also 2 new recoveries in Scottsbluff County and 1 new recovery each in both Dawes and Cheyenne counties. Through Friday evening, the Panhandle has seen 451 positive cases, 6 deaths, 405 recoveries. That leaves 40 active cases. Those include 33 in Scottsbluff County, 2 in Cheyenne County, and 1 each in Box Butte, Dawes, Dual, Sheridan, and Morrill counties. Well, an overdue grandfather and grandson tubing down the North Platte River drew a large response by emergency responders on Sunday night. Sheriff Mark Overman says the County Communications Center received a call regarding the 2 individuals, aged 72 and 11, that were missing shortly after 8 p.m. last night. Deputies made an immediate request for the Regional West Airlink helicopter to assist. The Sheriff's Office initiated plans for a search with a mobile command post at the Riverview Golf Course and a request of an all-call of all county fire departments and the CERT team to come on out, as well as an alert to area residents along the river area asking them to check their properties. More than an hour later at 9:22, family members that were present at this command post notified deputies that they had received a call from the 72-year-old grandfather that they had found a ride home and were safe. And authorities say a man sought in connection with a series of reported incidents in rural parts of Scottsbluff County was taken into custody on Saturday in Wyoming. Goshen County authorities notified Sheriff Mark Overman on Saturday night that the suspect, identified as 36-year-old Nathan Munt of Goshen County, was arrested on parole violation charges. Earlier on Saturday, a news release detailed an attempted rural break-in that occurred on July 30th and a number of other incidents at rural locations, with Goshen County authorities fielding similar reports. Through the course of this investigation, Overman says they had multiple contacts with Wyoming authorities, including a Wyoming parole officer that came to his office to view video evidence related to the case. Well, straight ahead, high school football practices are gearing up. Chris Cottrell heads to Gering to get an early sneak peek on their new season right after this on KNEB.TV News.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with Fnvo first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with Fnvo first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Well, coaches, athletes, masks, a glimmer of hope. The start of the fall sports season at the high school level. Today, the official start for fall sports across the state with practices underway this morning. Some teams getting in both morning and afternoon workouts. Over at Gering High School, the Bulldog football team, they were out for conditioning and some install under the direction of first-year head coach Danny O'Boyle.
We got a good core group of guys out here. Good balance between older guys and younger guys. A lot of guys that we know are going to have to contribute and play some bigger roles, maybe that they have in the past. So, just judging by our numbers, we were right about 57 this morning. So hopefully we can get a few more guys out here this afternoon. I'm sure we might have some guys showing up this afternoon that weren't here this morning, so we'll get that taken care of. But, I think we got a good group of guys out here. I think the tone is a little bit different than what it's been the past couple years. I think the guys are understanding that they're really going to have to buy in and they're going to have to work very hard. And, we're going to stay on them all the time and we're going to hold them accountable for a lot of little details.
For area high school football fans, Coach O'Boyle is nothing new. The current head coach's dad, Tom, is a former head coach over at Gering, and now Coach O'Boyle about to walk in those footsteps and hopefully turn this program around.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those things that I wasn't really sure, going into it, just because I had played here and my dad had coached here, if it was something that I really wanted to do. But since I was hired, I've been super excited, and I'm very excited to work for this school, this district, this football program. Pretty cool opportunity to get to do this, and it's something that's grown on me tremendously. I take a ton of pride in it, and I'm really excited with the staff we have put together and the kids that we have out this year.
Now comes the hard part, getting the job done. Tom won at Gering. Danny was a winning player at both Gering and Chadron State, and now it's time for him and his staff to leave their imprint on this football program.
We really want to be hardworking. We want to focus on little things and get little things done and take pride in doing little things correctly, because those are the things at the end of the day, those win and lose you football games. So we think the more that we can harp on that in practice and get our guys to buy into that concept, I think that hard work, when added to that breeds success. And so we're really just focusing on doing little things correctly and being where we need to be, being on time, just all those things.
Assistant coach and defensive coordinator Rick Kenneman was walking the defense through alignments and formations this morning. Plenty of new voices in this opening week, a key to set the tone for the upcoming season.
Well, we're throwing a lot at them right now, bringing in new concepts, new schemes. So we understand that aspect, but we have to get good at basic things. Much like Coach Hall said at Scottsbluff, they're going to do basic things, and that's what we have to do. We're going to have to do the little things correctly. We've got to get in shape. We've done a pretty good job of doing that all summer, but we've just got to get guys to buy in and get a little bit more leadership, a little bit more urgency from our older guys to kind of push those younger guys and keep them accountable as well.
Gearing's Week 1 game against Torrington just 18 days away, and then their home opener in Week 2 scheduled against Grand Island Northwest High. On Thursday, we'll go back to an old reliable. We'll feature the Scottsbluff Bearcats here on KNEB.TV. Made a quick stop there late this morning for their morning workout, and there's news out of camp already as the Cats have found a replacement for Fort Morgan in Week 1. Colorado postponing last week, and Scottsbluff has quickly snatched up a Week 1 road game. They'll play at Columbus. Columbus will be Scottsbluff's Week 1 opponent on the road. Kickoff at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And there's just a week and a half left in the Expedition League season. The Pioneers coming off against Badlands this past weekend. Today they've got the day off. No action today. Tomorrow they start up a set on the road at Fremont. And then the final home games of the season coming up this weekend at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. After going to Fremont, they'll be at home to take on the Moo this weekend. And then they wrap up on the road next week at the Hastings Sodbusters. That's the latest today from here at the Fnvo TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. We'll have more coming up with Ryan right after this on KNEB.TV.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Nebraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, concerns about maintenance issues that had allegedly been unresolved prompted residents at the Western Heritage Apartment in Sidney to protest outside their facility last week, leading to a viral response online, as well as action by housing partners of Western Nebraska. Executive Director Nancy Bentley says once the protest was brought to her attention, she joined staff members in making a trip to the facility to find out what was going on.
I visited with residents, so did our property manager, and then we did quality control inspections of the work orders that had been completed, as well as just talked to residents as we went around to see what concerns they had.
Bentley says their investigation found one issue with the sewer system that seemed to be recurring, with several attempts to correct the issue, including a visit that day by a plumbing company. She says there may have also been a lapse in communication leading to the belief that issues were not being addressed, in part because in-person interaction with the residents was curtailed from March through June to help protect residents during the pandemic. Bentley says the residents have been armed with several contact phone numbers to report issues, including her own, and staff will diligently work to address residents' concerns moving forward. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you here next time.